Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and there was an interesting note I saw from Eric Moody of ESPN. So, a lot of the ESPN writers were asked about one move they wanted to see this offseason, or they expected to see this offseason, or they were excited to see this offseason, whatever it may have been. And Eric Moody said wide receiver Chris Godwin signs with the Jaguars. The breakout of wide receiver Jalen McMillan and tight end Cade Otton makes Godwin expendable if the Buccaneers want to improve other areas of the team, especially given his injury history. I could see Godwin joining his former offensive coordinator Liam Cohen and playing alongside Brian Thomas Jr. Um, I understand where Eric Moody is coming from in terms of an outside perspective looking in, right? Without covering the organization every day and just kind of looking at it on a surface level, I understand where Moody is coming from to say, hey, well, looking at these statistics, Jan McMillan did some really good work. Cade Otton did some good work as well. Godwin has some injury history here, so maybe he could just go join Liam Cohen in Jacksonville, right? And yes, Godwin has had some bad injury history. I mean, he only played and started in 7 games this past year for the Bucs. Now, he was far and well away onto career high numbers, right, this past season. He would have been, but it didn't happen. He had a bad injury, and it was what it was. He's also had a couple of bad injuries the past couple of seasons as well in terms of certain statistic or in terms of certain play and whatnot. I believe he had bad injury in, was it 2021, guys? I can't remember, but I know he's had 2 bad injuries, right? Throughout his NFL career, he's had two pretty bad injuries, all things considered. But taking those injury concerns aside and looking at Godwin as the player, like Godwin's still very good, right? And I understand McMillan and Kadon have done some very good work, but as I said in a previous video, Godwin is probably a top 3 to top 5 draft pick in Jason Light's tenure as general manager of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And of course, the Bucs are going to want him back. Of course, Godwin is going to want to be back as well. There's a lot of reasons as to why Baker Mayfield and this offense have had success the past couple of seasons, why Brady and the offense had a lot of success. It's because they've got good skill position players, and they've got one of the best wide receiver duos in the league in Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. And I think the Bucs' goal is to keep that duo together for as long as humanly possible because it works to great offensive success, right? So I don't necessarily think the emergence of Jalen McMillan and Cade Otton make Godwin expendable, so to speak, because I think I would even go as far as to say is if you take the production of a fully healthy Jalen McMillan and a fully healthy Cade Otton and combine it, I still don't know if that equals it. Probably, I still don't know if that probably equals the overall production of a fully healthy Chris Godwin, right? I don't know. It's an interesting question to see, right? But more importantly than that, right? Like, I don't view Godwin as like expendable. I view him as a key piece to this team's success, to Mayfield's success, to the offensive success as a whole, right? And while you could make the argument of he could join former offensive coordinator Liam Cohen, he's also got connections to the current offensive coaching staff as well because it's pretty much the same offensive coaching staff. And Josh Grizzard, the Bucs pass game coordinator this past season, is their new offensive coordinator. And he still has connections to Todd Bowles. Of course, Godwin has connections to the current front office with Jason Light. So, I don't agree with Moody here. I don't see Godwin signing with Jacksonville. I don't see him leaving Tampa Bay. I don't see him leaving the Buccaneers. I don't necessarily see it as an option. I think he will be back. I think that they're going to do whatever they can to bring him back, continue that pairing with Mike Evans, still work Jalen McMillan in that mix, and continue to have continuity on that offense and have this offense shine for the next couple of seasons. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this down in the comments section below. Are you worried about Godwin going and joining Jacksonville with Liam Cohen? Do you think he will be back in Tampa Bay? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear it. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. As always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.